Hello everyone, Charles from the Bible Unbound. And what I have for you today is a little bit of a treat. So my wife had ordered these, actually pre-ordered them, and had been waiting for these to come in for quite a while. And she's been really happy about these so far. So these are the ESV spiral bound journaling Bibles. And I really like the idea of this. This is broken up into 5 different Bibles. So there's the Pentateuch, the history, the prophets, and the poetry, and I'm going to do more of a deep dive into the New Testament ones because she was so happy about getting these. She'd already dived into doing some of her notes and putting tabs in before I could get a chance to actually look at them. So I asked her to hold on to at least one of them clean so we can look at the construction before its actual use. And I have a good one in here that is some of her use case of how she uses it and how she's going to be using it going forward in her inductive Bible study. So let's go to an overhead and show you a little bit more about these. Okay, so as we take a look at this, the construction on these are, it's a hardcover, front and back, and a spiral that allows you to flip it over and be able to get at the page very, very easily. So that way as you're writing, you don't feel like you gotta, kind of bend the page over on some of these journaling Bibles. So it actually adds a little bit more comfort, and you can do a little kind of neat things that she did in one of them that I'll show you later. So as we take a look at this, this is that nice wide spiral. Makes it really easy to open this. And we'll open. So there's the spiral bound journaling Bible. This is the ESV spiral bound journaling Bible, New Testament. I was able to actually get her to at least hold one of these back without writing any yet, so I can show you what it looks like. So there's your copyright page, your contents. So this one is just the New Testament. So it's just going through Matthew to Revelation, and there's a table of weights and measures at the end. And I believe there's a preface in each one of them because you can buy these individually. So if you go to the stores and you want to, instead of buying the entire set, you can buy them one at a time and build the collection on your own. Your preface, but look at this wide margin. There's like almost a 4-inch margin on both left and right on these. So as we go past the preface, this nice creamy color page. The text is large and very, very readable. And we get into Matthew. So let's flip this over so you can see how easy this is to flip and how well. Look at the amount of space they have for writing on these margins. There's your normal, it's a single column for the text and a nice almost 4-inch margin on the side for writing notes in. It has your textual notes on the bottom, which is basically your basic footnotes. It doesn't have, from what I've looked through on this, it doesn't have full cross-references, but it just has the translation textual notes at the bottom. And it is so, I just love the look on this. Wide space, even the actual spacing to write in is so nice. I mean, it's a little opaque, but not as much because it's very thick paper. Very, very well constructed paper. And we flip through here. So clean look. The text is really, really consistent. And it goes from book to book, starts on a new page, and you've got all this extra space for notes all the way through. So this is the same throughout the entire Bible. So it makes it really easy to just, kind of flip up and write notes on one side, flip it over, get your notes on the other. And I really like how they laid this out. This would be such an easier kind of writing experience than a couple of the journaling Bibles that I looked at that was just the normal ones where you kind of have to, slide it to the side to write on the left side if you're right-handed and vice versa if you're left-handed. But it's crisp, clean, no extra features because you're just using it for journaling, and there's plenty of space in between each of the lines for your inductive writing, where you do, highlighting, matching different themes, where you'll take a word that's in the text. If you see the same word multiple times, you might circle that and kind of cross-reference them together and make a note off to the side. There's plenty of space to do that. This is such a beautiful Bible for that. And as we flip through, going through Galatians, Hebrews, it's really consistent. Plenty of space, even in some of the margin space in between, like some of the paragraphs that have a little bit of poetry. And to the very end on this one, so let's take a look at what's the last page, which is just a simple table of weights and measures on this. So this is basically the New Testament. It's very nice. I really like this series. Crossway is coming out with a different version of these, which are in a black, kind of a matte finish. I like them. I don't know if I'll like the premium price tag they have on it, and hopefully that would mean that the paper is a little bit more premium too. That's the only thing that I could think of that would actually make that be any different. So I'll do a quick flip through on the prophets, because she added some of her Bible tabs on here, so you can give an idea of what it would look like. The poetry is really well done, and it leaves so much extra space. So you got the normal writing space, and in the poetry sections, you have all that extra space because they kind of justify it from what I can see. This looks very, very beautiful. I'm going to go with one of the ones that I know she's actually started taking notes in, because her inductive Bible study is going from Genesis to Revelation. So they're starting in the Old Testament, which is going to be the Pentateuch. These are all standalone volumes, so you can get this by itself. You can get the poetry by itself, or I know a lot of people would probably get just the New Testament to start with, because I've got a couple of other New Testament journaling Bibles. But she actually has found ways to make this actually a better experience for her. You start to look and see all of this room, like her notes on Genesis itself. I was talking about the amount of space in between the lines for these inductive notes. So you have the different underlining, spacing, bracketing, little side notes, and all this extra space for her to be able to take notes in. And she got this technique from another person, a YouTuber that we follow, that if you think you need even more space, you can use something like, she's taken some washi tape and taped flaps where you can actually have extra notes. So your notes can extend out to keep it kind of organized. I really like that. It's cute kind of seeing her doing it. So she's only into just a little bit into Genesis, and you can kind of see the potential for what this Bible would really, really be good for taking notes and doing inductive Bible study. So as far as construction goes, it looks really solid. They used decent kind of copper colored metal for the spirals, I should say. They seem to be very strong. I could see a caveat with it in a notebook or a book bag, because this, just like any typical spiral, probably could get a little bit of damage or a little bit of squish to them. But as far as the actual boards, the boards are really solid. The paper is nice, thick, fairly opaque paper. I mean, you can see here on her notes, if you look a little close, let me go to a page. So even though there's writing on both sides, you can kind of see, if I flip this over and get a little bit closer, you can kind of see that you can see some of the see-through on both sides. But it is still very, very readable, even with the notes on the other side. I do like what Crossway has done with this. This looks like it's going to serve her very well in their ambitious task they're having of going through it. They're going to be trying to do a multi-year study going from Genesis to Revelation and doing a shared inductive Bible study with her Saturday group, and they're also doing a couple of days during the week. It's the only way they can really get through it. So my impressions, I really, really like it. This would be worth the price tag, but keep an eye on Christian Book. I'll probably put a link down here for our Amazon store page for it, so you can check this out for yourself. So until another time here, when we run across something that is this well, we'd like to actually bring this to your guys' attention. And if you know of any materials that are similar to this, leave us a comment down in there and we'll take a look at it and see if it's something that we can feature later on. So until our next video, we'd like to thank you, and we'd like you to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you think of this. If you have this, let us know how well this has actually served you as well, because we like to bring you things that we feel would be a benefit for you in your studies. So until we see you again, have a wonderful night, evening, day, wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Bye.